With Baker, now that you guys have had one game with Nick and Kareem in the backfield, what do you hope that does for the offense? What can it do for the offense?
I think we, kind of did some experimenting on, just how much we can do with that package. Obviously, the two dynamic players in Nick and Kareem, we're able to do a lot. Kind of make it to where we format it, it all looks similar, but we're doing different things out of it. So it can be an explosive package for us. We just, have to go out there and do our job.
What's the biggest challenge? You debuted on Thursday Night Football. What's the biggest challenge of the short week from a quarterback standpoint?
I think doing the fundamentals right, the communication throughout, just the couple days of preparation. You're not necessarily getting a lot of physical work in. It's a lot of mental stuff. So being on the same page and going through the reads and being decisive, making sure we over-communicate throughout the week to where when we go out there, just after a couple days, you're playing fast.
Do you feel like this might almost have almost a playoff intensity? It's such a big game for both of you. The stadium's going to be so electric.
Yeah, a great atmosphere for us. The singular mindset and focus that we need to have. It just so happens that we're playing a division opponent, so it's a big one for us. We know that, and we have to treat it as such to do our job. All that being said, it comes back to us focusing on doing the best we can at our jobs, eliminating mistakes, protecting the ball, creating turnovers. Same things that we've been trying to harp on the past couple weeks.
Obviously, the numbers are really impressive for the Steelers' defense. What jumps out when you watch them?
They're making a lot of plays right now. Obviously, they picked up Fitzpatrick, and he's had quite a bit of turnovers. So, they're creating plays up front. Obviously, they have the dual pass rushers, Dupree and Watt on the edges. So they're able to create plays in the back end.
Baker, your thoughts on Mason as a player and then as a person as well?
I've been around Mason for a while just because of college playing him, the in-state rivalry. Mason's a great guy. He's playing well, taking care of the ball, putting them in a good position to win. Obviously, they rolled off 4 straight right now, so he's doing his job.
Is it cool that this is the first time in history of the NFL OU and OSU quarterbacks have faced one another, especially now that it's in a rivalry games? Yeah.
Oh. I think it's interesting, especially because now it's division rivals as well, not just from college. So, looking forward to it.
What does it say about the Steelers' culture that they had start the day ahead of the season and Ben's out for the year? They're able to plug Mason in, and like you said, 4-game winning streak.
Yep, they're playing well right now, just as a team. They're playing good, football all around, playing off each other, good chemistry, complementary football in all 3 phases, and so. They're making plays in the back end, and they're capitalizing on offense and taking care of the ball. So they're able to, have that next man up mentality, and it's been a great team for a while, and they're just continuing that.
Freddie talked about Minka Fitzpatrick, just how he just finds the ball even when he's maybe not supposed to be somewhere. What have you seen from on film of him? Why he's just so dangerous defending the pass?
He does a great job reading quarterbacks' eyes. There's some coverages and things they do that allow him to have some freedom, to be the playmaker that he really is. And so he's made a lot of plays. He's put himself in good positions to win and create those turnovers. And then, their pass rush has been a unit that's created some chaos up front. So it allows them in the back end to play freely even more.
Baker, the dynamic backfield you talked about, can that change the identity of this offense?
Yeah, I think, we had so much success running the ball on Sunday that's always the identity. It's just a matter of how we're going to do it, how do we want to attack teams, and just having both those guys back there, it creates people to key in on that. So it can change the identity, but what it comes down to is, being physical up front, us doing our job in the run game, establishing that early, and often to where we can take our shots when we need to.
Was it a point of emphasis for you to try to hook up with Odell deep? I know the first play of the game, right? Then you went back to the fourth quarter, and did you feel you were close to connecting on that?
We're very close. Obviously we'd like to have some of those back. To be able to connect on some of those. Those are game-changing plays if those hit. So, we're very close right now. Obviously, we would love to have hit those, but that's something that we got to keep teams honest. When we have those guys in, we're still able to take shots.
Freddie said on those 50-50 deep balls, you have to trust that it's not going to be intercepted.
Absolutely.
It's your guy or complete. Are you at that level with Odell, the trust level you need?
Absolutely. There's times when I'm putting it up for him that I'm trusting him to make those plays. I wouldn't necessarily say that last game was one of those because they were mostly one-on-ones, but we're there right now.
You guys faced the Patriots earlier, and they're one takeaway better than the Steelers. So obviously they're 1-2 in the league.
Yep.
Does that frame of reference of facing the Patriots, facing an opportunity, a defense that's that opportunistic, help you in any way as you get ready for this team?
I'd say there's certain things you can carry over, but it's about, you know, what are the Steelers doing right now? And the thing that jumps out to you on tape is they're creating turnovers, but they're protecting the ball as well. So that's why their margin and that turnover battle is so positive for them. So it's about us doing our job mentally and going out there and executing on Thursday.
On the flip side, is there anything you can point to and say this is kind of how we turn the corner? You guys have been turnover-free the last couple of games. You've had no picks. Something that's helped?
No, we're just going out and doing our job, and that's what it's all about. Doesn't matter who we're playing. You have to do your job each and every play and have that focus throughout the whole game.
When you mentioned about the crowd noise after the game, did you mean that just the way that you said it, or were you kind of alluding to the fact that there were so many Bills fans there? Or?
No, it wasn't that. It was just the fact that we're on offense. We needed to be quiet. And, it might have ruffled some feathers. Once again, that's okay. But when we're on offense in a critical down, you know, we need to be able to have silence in our home stadium. It's got to be an advantage for us, and then when they get the ball, it's got to be really loud. That's just, you know, the basis of football.
What happened to Antonio on Sunday? Did you feel the need to talk to him after that?
No. I mean, it's apparent. We all know what we need to do here. We need to do our job, and I've been saying that for weeks. We have to show up each and every day with that focus to do our job every day. So he knows that.
Do you expect him to be a part of this game?
Yeah, we're preparing like it is, and so we'll see what, you know, the coaches decide playing time wise.
What are you seeing from Joe Haden?
Very instinctive. A guy that plays the ball well. He got me once last year, so when the ball's in the air, he makes a play on it. So got to be on time, got to put the ball in the right spot, and trust our guys to make those plays.
I know it's a 1 week at a time focus, but how important is it to build on what you guys did Sunday? You know, division opponent, and then you see them twice within the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, you know, I think there's the singular focus of doing our job each week, but yeah, there's a little bit extra just it being the division game with the Steelers. You know, we talked about it that we still have the rest of these division games, so this is number one for us, and it's right now.
Is that stacking wins thing eating at you in any way? I mean, obviously you have to go on a run here.
No, I mean, we're a singular focus. What we did last week, win or lose, doesn't matter. We got to be able to go out there and do our job and have that same focus that we did last week.
When you mentioned Watt a couple times, what stands out about him? What makes him special? And as a quarterback, are you always looking to see where he is before a play?
Yeah, he's one of those guys you got to know where he's at. You know, they're doing some things to, you know, move him around, give you different looks. You know, have him stand up in the box or on the edge. He just makes a lot of plays. He's a smart player. He's played ball for a while, and he recognizes plays quickly, and he's able to react.
You guys obviously broke through in the red zone at the end of the game, but how confident are you about the goal line situations? Because Freddie was talking about yesterday, it's like, you know, it's different than, you know, when you're farther back in the red zone. It's like a phone booth.
It's tough when you get down there that tight. You know, the Bills were a good team up front. You know, they're just physical. They create that line of scrimmage, and they did on that stand. You know, we tried to throw it, had a couple penalties, but you know, we realized later in the game we made the correction and came back to it.
Freddie talked this week about the daily talk as well about you guys needing to control your emotions during this game. What should take away from that? What do you think where he's going with that?
I think, you know, just the general nature of playing a division opponent, people that you see twice a year. It does get chippy at times. And with the Steelers, their nature of how they like to play, it's physical. They like to try and bully you and try and play their game. But we have to keep our heads and do our job, and that's the focus.
I know.
Just a couple more.
Jarvis said that he didn't really feel that he did anything too wrong after the touchdown to getting back to, and that he would do it again. It did, however, kind of put you guys in dire straits at the end of the game. But I mean, does that fall under controlling your emotions? Are you trying to think
Yeah, I think that would probably fall under that. I'm not sure exactly what happened for him to get the penalty, but we love that type of passion. You know, obviously we don't love penalties, but that type of passion and stuff is what we're asking for. You know, I said it after the game. That's the type of guy we want Jarvis to be, to set the tone for our guys. Obviously, I don't know exactly what caused the penalty.
You've used the phrase singular focus like many times the last few times we talked to you. Is that something that's changed for you? I mean, has you or the team gotten better at that as this thing's gone along this season?
I think when I say singular focus, it has, you know, obviously the meaning of one game at a time, one day at a time, but it's also about doing your job. Don't worry about anything else, what's going on the outside. Do your job, and that's all we're asking for. And this team can be good, and we can carry and continue to build success if we just do our job.
What do you like best about what you've done over the last couple of games? And does it feel like you've played just really good defense after really good defense in the last, 5 or 6 games?
Yeah, we've been playing some good teams, and I think, you know, if we eliminated some of the turnovers in some of those early games, you know, we'd stack up a little bit better. But that's what happens when you play good defenses. You have to eliminate mistakes, eliminate turnovers, and we've been able to do that the past couple weeks. Now it's just about making the plays when we need to.
Last one. The duels that you have had with Mason, does this bring back some memories, especially the last time with you guys?
Yeah, the last one I played with him in college was a good one, an exciting one. But I think it's all a little bit different now. I'm sure, you know, as the years go on, we'll continue something, but it's different now.